When you have an emergency, you expect help as quick as possible. You don't expect help to get stuck behind a train. Often, Jaleesa Irizarry takes us to Highway 85, where first responders hit a major roadblock, literally.
So much of South Adams County is moving fast, but there are some parts that seem stuck.
I would say this happens once every 2 days. For our citizens, it's an inconvenience. For the rail companies who do get fined, it's just the cost of doing business. For us, it's life and death.
That's VanDijk. He's with the union that represents South Adams County firefighters. They've been dealing with trains parked in the middle of intersections for years, especially when responding to calls.
One of the things that we have to do is we relay that to our dispatch, and they have to get other units started because we don't know how long that train's going to be there, and they'll stop here for anywhere from 15, 20 minutes to a couple of hours.
And that's where Congresswoman Yadira Caraveo comes in.
Well, it's incredibly frustrating, particularly as a doctor, when I know that for things like a stroke or a heart attack in particular, time equals the ability to recover and to save somebody's life. We should be able to get emergency services in and out of communities without a train blocking an intersection for no good reason.
Representative Caraveo has signed onto the Don't Block Our Communities Act, a bill that would stop rail carriers from blocking intersections with trains for more than 10 minutes. Those carriers would be fined for repeated violations. It would also require the Federal Railroad Administration to investigate blocked crossing incidents that are reported by the public. But until that bill passes,
it is a vicious cycle.
VanDijk and others will continue to advocate for action.
Some kind of federal regulation over the trains would be a welcome change.
This bill is currently being introduced to Congress. From there, it's up to the majority as to where it moves. Representative Caraveo says they are hoping for bipartisan support on this issue. We did reach out to Union Pacific about the train stopped in the intersection today. They sent us a statement saying their goal is to keep the trains moving, but like highways and interstates, there are times when congestion occurs. And Marshall, that train was there for at least 2 hours.
That's not old footage.
That's not old footage. I was out there from 11:40 to 1:40 today, and that train did not move.
You know, I didn't hear in that statement part, like, we'll just keep the train moving or move it away from the intersection when it stops.
Exactly.
That seems like something easy to perhaps say.
Wouldn't that make sense?
I know if you move it, like it's going to block an intersection probably if you move it one way or the other, because there are so many of those types of intersections along Highway 85.
And that's the biggest concern as well, right? For a lot of these first responders is that it's not just blocking one intersection at a time, it's probably blocking 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So it takes them 5 miles out of their response range to go all the way around the trains to get to where they need to be.
Well, it's a good thing that Congress is known for its speed, because this will probably get taken care of immediately.
Speedy.
Thanks, Jaleesa.